What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm tired, man. I'm actually really tired, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear it, but trying to get this house together for Christmas and a little Christmas open house that we're going to have with the city council and everybody out there and stuff. So I want to make sure the house looks really Christmassy and looks nice. So I've been working on the outside, and this wind, we've got high wind advisories starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow for 15 to 25 mile an hour winds with gusts 40 to 50 miles an hour. And we've already had some gusts that have come through here tonight. It literally, I got a whole thing, a couple of artificial trees that we had that we're not using for the inside. And, my wife said, hey, let's put them outside. It's like, sure. So I put them over there, and they all got blown over. I've got bricks in the base, and they still got blown over. So I've been out here 9:30 at night digging some holes to put the bases in the ground. I hope my neighbors don't think that I'm burying somebody, especially since there's a cemetery right over there. But I was reading some comments. I was talking about Mike McCarthy responding to what Dak Prescott said. What Dak Prescott said, he'd like to see Mike McCarthy come back and give the opportunity, to succeed. And I'm sitting here reading the comments, and it seems like, first of all, some of y'all that comment and stuff feel the license to go ahead and literally trash people, and that's not right. It's not right. You can have a difference of opinion and stuff, but for people to go through and do some of the things that they do, and have said it about other people to this digger, it ain't right. It ain't right, man. And I try and let people be people, but at some point, you don't go on YouTube to be assaulted verbally, okay? And people don't like my channel and think that I'm too strict. Well, it's because I'm 59 years old, and I don't need to have people that just want to come in and trash each other. Be that as it may, that's not what I came on here for, although that bugged the hell out of me. One thing I definitely also don't tolerate is people lying on me, okay? Sorry. Your word is your bond. If you ain't got your word, then you're a cockroach. And that's the truth. So when I posted that video talking about, Mike McCarthy and things, and when Dan Salio asked me on his show, Mike McCarthy, do you bring him back? My first response was, it doesn't matter if you bring back Mike McCarthy, if you bring in Mike Vrabel, if you bring in Bill Belichick. If you do what you did this year, which is literally let go 9 starters, and your only attempt to replace them is through the draft, then it doesn't matter who the coach is. And in the same way, I keep hearing all these Eagle fans talking about how much better Jalen Hurts is than Dak Prescott. When you only have to throw 19 passes and have 11 completions and win a game, I'm not going to say that it's because of the quarterback that you won the game. Because Saquon Barkley is so good and is having such a season that may be historic, you have to worry about him more than anybody else right now. So A.J. Brown is getting one-on-one coverage, which he's eating up. That's a big difference when you look at A.J. Brown versus CeeDee Lamb, or you look at Dak Prescott versus Jalen Hurts. My team's handicapped. Your team gets special ed. So people were saying, somebody was in here commenting and saying, when I said, I think Mike McCarthy, we don't really know what he can do if you really go ahead and bring in some stuff. I get it. The Cowboys have had some good players. You look at Micah Parsons and, Tyron Smith before he started breaking down and things. And you look at that and say, yeah, okay, they've had some players. But having a completely loaded team, we really haven't had a completely loaded team, offense and defense, since really 2007. We had a great offense in 2016. Defense wasn't anywhere near. Defense was average. But this person goes through and says, yeah, this loser here said the same thing about Jason Garrett. It's like, oh, no. No. No, 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 no. You can say a lot of things about me. You can say that I'm delusional about how I think the Cowboys are going to win. You can say that I, really like Dak Prescott and so on and look out for him and things like that. You can say things like that. You can say I'm old and gray and I'm ugly and all that stuff, but you cannot say I'm a liar. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a great night. You can say a lot of things about me, but a liar I'm not. Jason Garrett? Oh, no. After Jason Garrett went 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, after taking over for Wade Phillips, I wanted him gone. And after the 2015 season, where I looked at it and I said, you couldn't win one game. You had a NFC caliber team that was a team that should have been in the NFC Championship game, except for the catch, which you ended up going 4th and 1. You decided to go for it all instead of doing the prudent thing, which was run DeMarco Murray, who had 1,800 yards that season for the first down, kill more clock to give less to Aaron Rodgers. Wasn't happy about that. But then to have that team that had that offensive line, because that was the golden age of the Cowboys offensive line. We won one game without Tony Romo. And it wasn't because of Matt Castle in that game. It was because we had, what is his name? Former Eagle in Washington, kick returner, wide receiver, showboater. He ended up taking the punt and going backwards on the 10-yard line, fumbling it on the 6. We kicked a field goal and beat Washington, and that was the only win that we had without Tony Romo. And I said, if you cannot win a couple of games with a loaded offensive line, you had a decent running game. If you could only win one game without your starting quarterback, you needed to go. 10 years was way too much time for that mother humper. So before you come through and say, I said this or I said that, don't be lying on me. Don't be lying on me. I was never a Jason Garrett fan because I looked at it and said, Jerry Jones, that was a nepotism hire. That was a guy that he, cared about, loved it, and all this, that, and the other, and was not qualified to be the head coach. He hadn't paid his dues. He was a quarterback coach for a year before he became offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, and then after a year was made the head coach. So no, it's not the same, not anywhere close. Anyway, let me see. Want to see the Christmas decorations? I had to take the pillows off. The pillows were blowing around with that. Look at my swing. The swing's all lit up. Got my greenery right there, the lights and stuff on there. Put a dimmer on the porch light so it's not so bright. Even got my mailbox lit up. And then we have our little Christmas forest over here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's right. Peace.